Yes, it's me, it's Smaz. After not doing anything for a heck of a long time, I've decided that instead of being lonely for Valentine's Day, I'm going to play Band Camp Boyfriend. Band Camp Boyfriend. Yes, miss the R out there, Smaz.
Congratulations!
Hi. Thank you. I do not want the position of drum major, though. Is there an alternative? You're going to have many more responsibilities from here on out, you know. As you know, these past couple of years, things haven't been going so well. As stoked as I am as the band director at my alma mater, the band isn't what it used to be in the old days. But this year, everything is going to change, he said, looking at me very menacingly. With my expertise and your leadership, I know we can whip this band back into tip-top form and achieve something special this season. Oh, okay. We'll do it, Mr. Wiley. Bandits, huh? I just seen the Bandits logo on your shirt. And the whistle. Man, I'm blind. By the way, what was your name again? Amnesia. That old thing. Cadence is a perfectly pleasant name. But for the sake of this, we're going to be called Smaz. Good. Oh! Okay. August 10th. I'm so used to the UK format. Of course, it's more of a summer thing in the US, so... August, yeah, that makes sense. Whereas over here, August would be a month where nothing really happens in the marching circuit. It's normally very busy in July and very busy in September, but August is a non-month normally. Anyway, that aside, woohoo! It's the first day of band camp. The best 2 weeks ever. 2 weeks, huh? Up until now, we've always had band camp at the school. This is the first time we're holding it at a sports compound away from home. Good. I went nuts with packing. I bought my swimsuit for the lake, my A+ badminton game, and I forgot my instrument. Wow, I am forgetful. Oh wait, I'm the drum major. Right, I don't need my instrument. Thank God you realised that. I am very worried for my mental health right now. So after a riveting conversation with my mother, someone says, "Hey, Smazit." It's a guy of a trombone. Oh, hi, Tom.
Mr. Wiley asked me to turn on the electric fence, but I just realized I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me out?
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting a fully voiced line there. That's cool. Fine by me. Sure, sorry, Mum. I have to go. Tom needs help turning on the electric fence. Perfect way to end any conversation with your mother. Follow me to the electric fence. You'll be a pro by the time I'm done with you. Ooh. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, maybe it's just their introductory line. This is where you turn it on. This is where you turn me on. Clearly, I didn't need to do any innuendo there. He's doing it all for me. I don't like the cut of your jib. Force a laugh. I'll pretend I didn't hear that and turn it on myself. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You know, I love bad jokes. They're so unfunny that they're funny. Yeah, I'll give them that. I guess you put the code in, hit the switch, and there! Now the electric fence should be on. Now to pee on and check it if it's working. Don't you dare do that. You will electrocute yourself and your pee-pee will be electrified and painful. What?
Kidding.
I keep an eye on Tom to make sure he doesn't try anything, just in case. Rightfully so. Why is this even here? Indeed, why do we have an electric fence? Oh, you know, to keep out bears, serial killers, and overbearing band parents. The usual threats. Or is it to keep us in? Oh no, there's less than 30 minutes until practice starts. I still need to finish unpacking and find my drill book. Oh yeah, do that. 30 minutes.
See you later.
See you, Tom. I don't know. No. You're not my type. Sorry, Tom. Us towards the girls' wing of the lodge. Oh, we get a full lodge. Man, yeah. As I'm turning the corner, I run into someone. Oh, who is it? Gak!
Hey!
Oh, no, big no. Oh my gosh, hi Smazhead, it's been so long, how are you? You should be more careful where you're walking. Oh no, rubbed him up the wrong way already. Ugh, Peter and Felicity, our resident trumpet flute dating duo. Seems like every band has one. What, trumpet flute dating duo? I mean, the band I'm marching doesn't even have a flute section at all. It's all brass instruments only. I mean, I play the trumpet. Not first, mind. I don't have the arrogance to do that. I am a lower voice, but I mean, I guess I could date a non-existent flute person. Although, if it was anything like her, no, absolutely not. I tried to squeak past the two of them, but Peter doesn't budge. I can't get around him. It's alright, Felicity. Seems like girls are always running to things when I'm around. Oh, really arrogant, no. Okay, that's not going to fly. And I'm going to be late if he continues to hold me up like this. Tackle him, sure, whatever. Can I go now? Move it before I give you a tongue lashing. Tackle him. I summon the spirit of the football team's defensive lineman and barrel into Peter with every ounce of strength I have. Serves him right. Yeah! Instead of steamrolling him as expected, I bounce off his chest and wind up right back where I started. Felicity starts to drag Peter away, but before he leaves, he glances over his shoulder and smirks at me again. What a dippy doodah. At least I got rid of him. I head to my room, relieved. Smash it! Do you know what? I really... that raccoon plush on the left bed there, very cute. Very cute. I love it. More of that, please. Susie, he made it. Who's Susie? I made it? I should be saying that to you, silly. I'm not the one whose bus broke down. My bus broke down? The two of us embrace. Hang on. My bus broke down. This is a story that needs to get told. Man. So what? Was I late because the bus broke down and I was on a separate bus and I went for a miserable afternoon or morning or actually I don't know what time of day it is. And Susie's here to pick me up. Emotionally, not literally. I mean, she can if she wants, but I'm just here for the fun. Susie is my best friend in the band. Despite her small stature, she wields a sousaphone like it's nobody's business. This is definitely going to be a band camp unlike any other. And they pretty much all are unlike any other. They're quite an experience. A 2-week solid period. We don't really get that over here in the UK. We might get several days put next to each other. A whole weekend maybe. Or in the run-up to the European finals, maybe half a week. But certainly not 2 weeks. I was never one of those kids who went away to summer camp every year. Oh, you know what? We don't even get that over here. We suck. It's kind of nice to finally get that experience, you know? Yeah. Hey, I didn't get a chance to catch up with you yet. How was the rest of your summer?
Woohoo!
Oh, it was so great. Guess what? Eugene finally asked me out. I'm so happy. You could have asked him out. Wow, Eugene. He plays euphonium, right? Eugene plays the baritone. That's a difference. Yeah. That's a big deal, by the way. That's quite a common mistake to make. I'm glad they pointed it out in this. Oh, sorry, I guess I'm not extremely aware of the baritones. What the heck? How could you? If someone did that in our band, you would get a backhand to the face. It's okay, I'll introduce you sometime. I doubt you forget his face once you see it again. He's the hottest guy in the marching band. Yeah. I mean, subjective. I still have to find my drill book. I'm leading the morning stretches, so I can't be late. Man, I feel like...
See you later.
I won't distract you, see it to feel it. I feel like I'm going super hard into it. I feel like I'm a really experienced member who's done this for years. And Smazette? Next summer, let's make sure we hang out a lot more. Alright, stretching time. Everyone follow along with me and stretch those shoulders. Very important. I bring my arm across my chest and watch everyone do the same. I switch arms and so do they. The power! Dance, puppets! Dance! You best. Who's this? As we're stretching our quads, I notice someone out of place. A guy who's in the pit is doing stretches with us. I mean, if they're doing shoulder stretches, fair enough. They don't really need to. Those guys, they're at the front, doing their thing. Front ensemble. Interesting. They've referred to them as the pit in this. That's a colloquial term, slang term. Some sections don't like being called that. Seeing as the pit doesn't march, I don't think he's even supposed to be here. I make my way over to him while everyone is focused on ankle rolls. Yeah, he's got no reason to do ankle rolls. He's not marching. He's standing at the front doing his thing. Hey there, Doug.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. Gonna remember that voice. Hey. I got his name right. A small victory, but it feels oh so good. Yeah, hey Doug. You don't really need to be here. Why don't you go help the pit set up? But Mr. Wiley said I could march this year. Why would he lie? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise. I thought you were still in the pit. Phew, you had me worried for a second there. That was my mistake. So, you're marching in the drum line this year?
It's awesome!
It's awesome. Yep, one of the biggest bass drum. It's gotta be awesome. Okay.
I always banged on the big drum in the pit last year, and I thought, hey, those kinds of drums get to march around the field too.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
So I asked Mr. Wiley if I can join him this year. Started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Fair enough. Good for him, by the way. I think it's interesting when someone joins a different section from one they were in the previous year. I've seen it happen. It's sometimes people feel more aligned to a different instrument, a different vibe of a different section. I just find it interesting when it happens. I don't think I could personally ever not be in the brass section. I couldn't imagine playing anything else. I played a mellophone though one year, mostly because I joined halfway through the year and that's what was needed. I mean, I'm so used to the trumpet by this point. It's I don't think I could march anything else. Mellophone was fun though. Just different key, it was a different key, so everything was just a different pitch. I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to the big bell at the end either. It's really hard to see around my bass drum, and I keep tripping over myself, and I'm sure I'll get the hang of this crab stepping thing eventually. Yeah, crab stepping is a thing. My section leader cracks me in the shins with his sticks whenever I screw up. Dude, whoa, what the heck? It's a great way to learn. He cracks you in the shins with his sticks? Man, Doug. It doesn't seem like he's going to stop talking anytime soon, and I still have a stretching session to lead. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being that rude? Shut up, please, I'm dying over here. Walk away without saying anything. Let's believe it. I mean, the least I can do is let him finish. I think it's good for him that he's gone to a different section, he's trying something out, and he's enjoying himself. I mean, that's fine. So I'm going to wait patiently. I wait for him to finish. But the finish line doesn't seem to be anywhere in sight. He might just keep talking until we both die of dehydration. Oh dear. And I thought kettle drums were like actual kettles, you know. Imagine. So my friend and I tried to boil some tea on one. What? But it didn't really work out. What's going on? Are you going to stand there yapping all day? We're actually going to get some work done. Oh, right. Sorry. I trot back to my position at the front of the band. Doug seemed happy I stayed, at least. Yeah. So how do you want to do this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, faster! Just imagine people like literally jumping up and down whilst doing arm circles at the same time, looking like some kind of deranged hummingbird. Whoa, Peter's warm-ups are intense! Ever run a lap around the field? No cutting corners. I'm not paying you to slack off. I mean, that's quite a normal thing to do, run around a field. Lapping the field. Great work, everyone. Let's loosen up with an awkward massage train. Smazette. Care to help me demonstrate? I mean, I've got to be polite. I don't like this guy, though. Thanks for the massage! Everyone switch. Turns around to put my hands on his well-muscled shoulders. Can I not, though? Yeah, that's the spot. Dig deep. Deep. Oh my gosh, Peter, calm down. Hey everybody, finish what you're doing and gather around the podium of tripping over my words. It's finally the first day of band camp. Today is one of the few days we'll be feeling completely fresh and energized, so make sure to give it your all. I know we've had some rough times these last couple of years, but if we stay focused and work hard to improve, I know the Blue Mountain Bandits can break a score of 90 at this year's championships. Impressive. My words are followed by a round of cheering and applause. Mr. Wiley beams at me proudly.
All right.
Well said, Smazit. I don't know, these voices are changing all the time. Just trying to match what the voice actor did. But I don't want you feeling fresh and energized today. I want that every day. So make sure you're all staying hydrated and get plenty of rest during our breaks. Everyone cheers, twice as pumped as before. I have faith in you, Mr. Wiley. Let's do our best. By now, you should have all received your dot coordinate sheets. They'll show your exact position on the field at any given point in our show. Have they learnt the music? We certainly don't go on the field until we've learnt the music, so... Rookies, if you have any questions about where you need to be, ask your section leader. The section leaders will have all the drill charts which show a bird's eye view of each formation. They'll help you out. This year, we're learning a show based on Holst's Planet's Suite. Yeah, I know, super original. But Mr. Wiley kept on saying... I like hiring a professional to arrange an original show as much as the next guy. I also like money. But we have neither. So we're doing a show straight out of the public domain. The theme can be quite cliche and contrived. It's just what you do with it. You know what I mean? It's all about the performance. Oh well, it's still going to be epic. So you're right. The drill charts practically fly out of my hands. The last person to approach me is the saxophone section leader. Oh wow. Look at him. Cool boy here. Hi Samuel, here you go. He takes the drill packet with a calm nod. Samuel is pretty good at keeping a low profile. Even though I've been in band with him for 2 years, I've barely spoken to him. I mean, there's always going to be people like that. Well, seeing as I'm a drum major and all, now would be a great time to start. Excited for the show? It's a little generic, but I'm sure it'll go over well with the judges. Yes, how could you not love Gustav Holst? So, what's your section like this year? Any rookies?
Let's just say this is going to be an interesting year.
What he said. Interesting that there's some lines that are voiced and some that aren't. I would have thought his first line would have been voiced like a couple of the others, but no, it's fine. It gives me a good idea of how they sound, though. Naturally, I'm not going to be able to match this guy's voice. Interesting, you say? Uh-huh. Should I say anything else? Wow, imagine saying that to someone. Well, have a good one, is what I'm going to say. Well, have a good one. And then, as quickly as he came, I stride off to another part of the field and turn my attention to my fellow bandmates as they busily learn the formations to Mars, the opening movement of the show. Suddenly, a commotion breaks out in the mellophone section. Yeah, go take it, mellophones. Uh-oh, sounds like one of the mellophones has turned into an angry phone. What a... an angry phone. I've been wanting to use that joke, but I'm not sure how well it will go over. Do you know what? I laughed. So, it went over with me, fine.
There is no way you're in the right spot.
Seriously, I've explained to you at least 3 times now. How are you not getting this? Of course it's her. What seems to be the problem? Pop-Tart! Pop-Tart here can't find his spot to save his life. Nickname, huh?
Sorry.
Hey, it's okay. I tend to scold the not-so-mellow mellophone. Look, it's his first time doing this. He doesn't need you breathing down his neck. Just worry about your own drill sets.
Fine.
Go away, Olive. So, you're called Pop-Tart, huh? That's an interesting name. Are you a freshman? Pop-Tart speaks so softly I can't hear a word of what he says. I lean forward, straining my ears, and catch nothing. Sorry, you're gonna have to speak up. Everyone who has spent more than a year in this band is half deaf. Oh, I said I'm a sophomore, not a freshman. But this is your first year in the band?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
I started playing French horn at the beginning of last year, but I was in the middle school band since I was a beginner. My guidance counselor said joining an extracurricular activity would help me get more socially acclimated.
He is the best one so far. He's great. Oh, you. Let's wrap him up in some marshmallow and keep him safe from all harm. Do not hurt this boy. It was a joke. Good one. So, what can I help you with, Pop-Tart? Pop-Tart? Why Pop-Tart? I couldn't seem to find my spot, so my section leader gave me the drill charts, but I'm having trouble reading them. It says I'm supposed to be 4 steps in front of the front hash and 2 steps inside the 40-yard line. I thought this was right, but everyone keeps yelling at me and telling me I'm wrong. Help? No, that's like a really horrible thing for everyone to do. I feel like everyone should be helping each other out. I get it, like focus on your own dot and learning it first, but like don't yell at someone who's wrong, especially someone who's relatively new. Hey, it's gonna be alright. Here, it helps to hold the chart this way. Like, you're on the front sideline. Pretend you're overlooking the field from the director's point of view. That's how I do it as well. That's how I've traditionally done it. I found the problem. You should be 2 steps off the other 40-yard line. Yeah, easy mistake to make. I lead him across the field and show him to where his dot is. He stands on it. If you're on the left of the 50-yard line, left from Mr. Wiley's point of view, it'll say side 1. If you're to the right, it'll say side 2. Yep. Oh, I see. There's so much stuff to remember. Yeah, there's. I mean, I need to help this guy. Is there anything else confusing you?
Mm-hmm.
The part about being inside or outside the yard line. No one really explained that to me. That's not fair. 2 inside the 40 means your dot is 2 steps to the left of the line. Your left. But if you were marking off the other 40, it would mean 2 steps to your right. Oh, wow. I suck at explaining this. Yeah, I do. Inside means towards the centre of the field, and outside means towards the nearest end zone. Does that make sense? I think so. If worse comes to worse, just look at the form everyone else is making, and you'll be able to guess where you fit in, not necessarily. That's what I did when I was a rookie. Thank you so much for helping me. Wait. It's dangerous to go hungry. Take this. Oh man, that's such a nerdy reference as well. I love it though. He reaches into his hoodie pouch and hands me a Pop-Tart in a shiny wrapper. Putting this out there, by the way. I freaking love Pop-Tarts. So if someone actually did that to me, you better believe that I would be your friend. You got the Pop-Tart. Enriched flour, high fructose corn syrup, and sugar never tasted so good. Wonder what flavour. Yeah, precisely. Strawberry, my favourite flavour. Well, my favourite flavour that's available in the UK. My actual favourite flavour is blueberry, but we don't have them over here. That's so nice, thank you.
Bye.
You're welcome. Please, no one harm that kid. He is the best. I say goodbye to Pop-Tart and move off to help another section of the band. I wish I could always get paid in Pop-Tarts. I mean, it won't pay the rent, but it'd certainly make me your friend. It's a slow morning of learning drill, but thankfully we break 5 minutes early for lunch. Never. That would never happen. You are more likely to break 5 minutes late. Of course, Mr. Wiley talks for 10 minutes after that, so we don't actually get out early. That's precisely what I'm talking about. So you finish 5 minutes late. This is exactly what I mean.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Hello, Smazette. Garth, huh? Oh, hi, Garth. Garth is the colour guard captain and band president. Do people have band presidents? I've never heard that before. He's super accomplished and the ladies love him. how has your first day of band camp been going? I said that weird. Great, seeing as no one's here to worry about getting smacked with flagpoles yet. Yeah, that is a concern. Oops, was that joke in poor taste? Yeah, a little bit. Thankfully, Garth laughs, his eyes full of humour. Okay. The guard will join soon enough, and when we do, I promise no one will get hit by a stray flagpole or rifle. You're going to break that promise. There's no way. Absolutely no way you can promise that. So, how was your morning?
Our instructor has yet to arrive, so I ran the practice. Pardon my immodesty, but I did a bang-up job, if I do say so myself.
Again, arrogance is just not attractive in the slightest. We head to the cafeteria, nab a few burgers and chocolate chip cookies, of course, and take a seat at the small table in the corner of the room. So, what did you want to talk about?
Well.
Let's start with the fun stuff. I have a few Spirit Day themes for next week that still need to be decided upon. Spirit Day themes, huh? So far we have the usual lineup: Beach Day, Twin Day, and School Spirit Day. I have no idea what this is. I need one more, plus an idea for Section Day on Friday. Any suggestions? No. No Cloves Day. Excuse me? We held practice in the nude. What could possibly bring the band closer? Yes, quite.
How about no?
Yes, sexual harassment lawsuit is very much the thing here. So, you may be right. Take this discussion more seriously, please. So, are you excited for your first year as drum major? Yes, so excited and a little terrified. Well, I'm thrilled to be the drum major, but I'm also kind of dreading it. Everyone is depending on me. They're literally going to be looking to me to lead them, and what if I mess up conducting during a competition?
Only a true leader would be so concerned about doing the right thing.
That's a familiar voice now I hear it. Interesting.
You are going to be just fine.
We finish our lunch, keeping conversation light. I feel a little calmer after speaking to Garth. I didn't mean to let my inhibitions slip out like that, but he wound up being the perfect person to talk to. He seems alright. In the afternoon, when it's not too hot to rehearse on the field, we gather inside a room in the camp's recreation hall to work on music. Okay, so they do work on music. Interesting, well, they got drill books first. Usually the band breaks off into sectionals. While everyone is getting their instruments out, I notice Mr. Wiley stuffing some earplugs in his ears. You have to protect your ears, especially when I can't. What voice am I doing for this guy? I've changed so many times. You have to protect your ears, especially. I can't. You have to protect your ears, especially when you've been doing this gig as long as I have. We'll just stick with this.
Can you believe that?
Maybe not. At 33, I'm already losing my hearing. Can you believe that? And here I always thought my mind would be the first thing to go. My voice is everywhere. I'm not sure I was supposed to laugh at that. Rehearsal goes well enough. I miss a tempo change, but no one gets mad at me. I'm human, right? Last time I checked, anyway. Peter, make sure you don't hold that high note so long. Common trumpet thing. How did you know it was me who played it? Trust me, lead trumpet, holding a high note for too long is common. Common as anything. Tom jabbers throughout the rehearsal, but I don't have the heart to tell him to shut up. I'll let Mr. Wiley take care of that. Thomas, shut your mouth. Practice ends on a good note. I'm so witty. Yeah, that was a good joke. As I'm packing up, I feel a sudden presence behind me. Oh, it's Clark, the music man. This is... Oh my god. Lovely. If he's here to critique my conducting again, I might have to kick him in the shins. Oh, he's one of those guys.
I have a complaint.
If it's about my conducting, it's not. Though your technique could certainly use some work. God, give me strength. Right, so what's your complaint?
There is a time and place for behaving like unsophisticated apes. But that time is not in the middle of band practice.
Too much talking during rehearsal, huh? As a leader and role model, you need to put these people in their place. Threaten to kick them out of the band if they do not comply. That was in short, I'll take the long version. Anyway, he must be referring to the brass section. How should I handle this? Let's see. Tell him to take it up with the band director. Tell him to get stuck his clarinet reed. Take it up with the band director, seriously. Kicking kids out of the band isn't in my power. Take it up with Mr. Wiley if this is so important to you. But I can see it was a waste of my time. Not just your time. Seriously, this dude, he can bugger off. He stomps off fuming. Good riddance. Time for a nice long dinner break. I met up with Susie and grabbed some food at the cafeteria. To my surprise, Tom suddenly sits down at our table. He's followed by Peter, who is followed by Felicity. There goes the neighbourhood.
Hey!
Go away.
Hiya.
I'm not so fond of you too.
So, practice is pretty great today, right? I won a lightsaber battle with my trombone and found $5.
Yeah, well, that's that's nice, but did you memorize any drill or music?
Huh?
Peter's right, like, I don't want to think about band at all right now. I just want to relax. Can you believe the clarinets are already having a sectional? I mean, they can do what they want.
Crazy!
You know what else is crazy? How fancy this place is. Is this red thing on the table a button to call a waiter? Waiter! Bring me another slice of pizza, please. Oh, if only. I mostly keep to myself for the rest of dinner. Tom and Peter monopolise the conversation, so Susie and I don't get much time to talk as we wanted to. Yeah, that sucks. What should I do with my free time? Have dessert in the dining hall? Relax by the lake? Nah, I want to relax by the lake. Wow. It's quite a nice lake. Lakes... on the lake scale, from 1 to 10, this is certainly a 10 out of 10 lake. I certainly do. I decide to head down to the lake for a bit of peace and quiet. There's a small group of band kids attempting fly fishing here. Samuel is here too. He's sitting on the dock with his earbuds in, absorbed in his music. A fish hook whizzes right past his head, but he doesn't even flinch. I guess he didn't notice? I asked you what you're listening to. Charlie Parker. Oh, cool. I still have time to spare. What should I do? Play some badminton? Hang out at the band field until practice starts? Honestly, I do quite like badminton. The company, I'm not so sure about. The drumline is holding a casual game of football on the practice field. Doug is among them, yelling his excitement. Near the sideline, the clarinets are holding a sectional. They stand in a small arc around Clark, playing while he conducts. He looks really good. His conducting, I mean. His technique is flawless.
Go long, Doug.
Doug rockets past. His gaze is glued to the football soaring over his head. He doesn't see Clark until it's too late and crashes right into him. Serves him right. Serves both of them right. The two wind up on the ground in a tangle of limbs. You buffoon! Kick him in the nudges. Honestly, I don't like Clark very much at all.
Oh, man.
I missed the ball.
How dare you!
You could have given me a concussion. Even worse, you could have run into one of my section and seriously damaged their instruments. He gestures wildly to the clarinets. Doug seems to finally notice their presence.
My bad.
Sorry, Clarence. My name is Clark. Doug doesn't show any indication of hearing him. He's already jogging off to retrieve the football and rejoin his buddies. Every section in the band is required to have at least one sectional each week to work out the tricky sections in their music on their own time. Very important, that, by the way. Very important. There's always part of music that you'd play that another section of the band won't play, so it's important you figure out the little kinks in the music as best you can before rejoining up with the rest of the band, so you can all sort of Steam ahead, as it were. Smez it! Go long! Go long! What? Before I know it, I've been roped into the Drumlines football game. The ball is sailing straight towards me, dangerously close to Clark's sectional. Doug and the others are running toward it, but they'll never make it in time. Just desperation shines in Doug's eyes. Best sound effects goes to Doug. Catch it! Oh man, hand-eye coordination, don't fail me now. I dash forward a few steps and make a dramatic leap for the ball. Time seems to slow around me. Everyone is watching. Like some kind of action hero, I catch the ball in midair and land neatly back on the ground with it clutched in my hands. Both Doug's and Clark's eyes are on me. They're waiting for me to do something. I mean, it's got to be spike the football and scream touchdown. Touchdown! I spike the ball into the ground. It bounces up and bops Clark directly on the nose. Good. But I can't bring myself to care. This is my moment.
It's awesome!
Yes, Mazette, that was freaking awesome! Way to go, who's Aaron? The drumline swarms me, chanting my name. They lift me up in celebration. This is a memory I will carry in my heart forever. Come on, I was barely involved in this football game. The sun goes down, the air cools off, and we put music to the drill we learned earlier. Somehow it's super energizing. Do they really do it this way? I'm very curious about this. It's like you learnt the drill first, and then you're learning the music to put with the drill. I'm so used to the other way around. I'm so used to you learn the music, and then you do the drill to then go with the music. I mean, I don't think anybody's wrong. I'm just... Literally, that's all in different bands over the years. That's always how it's been for me. It's interesting, very interesting. If all goes well, I'll get to do my salute at the end of the night. But first, stretches and another basic session. That's like one of my favourite things to see as well. Like drum majors doing their unique salutes. I love that. A stroll about and help out with the rookies. Yes, best boy, Pop-Tart. Careful, Pop-Tart. You're hunching your shoulders and holding your elbows too close to your chest. Stand tall. Elbows out. Chest out, eyes up. But this mellophone is so heavy. Yeah. I mean, you would be used to it. Oh, man. Susie doesn't even have to say anything. She just has to look over towards him with her sousaphone. Difference is right, though. Difference is, hear me out, I'm going to defend Pop-Tart here. Being the sousaphone is a massive instrument and all, I get it, weighty. But also you've got the support of your body there, your shoulder, everything. It's wrapped around you. You're not really... In fact, you can see it in Susie's arms there. You're not holding it up in the same way that you're holding up a mellophone. And holding up a mellophone for quite a long time when you're not used to it. Keep this in mind. Susie's experienced, Pop-Tart isn't. Of course Pop-Tart's arms are going to hurt. So, Susie, I don't want any jip out of you. I'm defending this boy. I'm defending my sugary Pop-Tart, okay? He needs to be defended and loved. After basics, I conduct a few music warm-ups, and then we start syncing the music with the drill, one move at a time. There are intermittent water breaks. I practice my salute whenever there's downtime. Ooh, nice. The entire evening, there seems to be excitement buzzing the air. We're putting together our show for the first time under a new director who really seems to care about the band. It's early in the season, but I can already tell this show is going to be a hit. Everyone, grab a quick water and set up for a run-through of what, the whole show? Have you learnt the whole show already? If so, that's kind of impressive for one day, may I say. Peter, you know what that means? Oh, yeah.
Sun's down, guns out.
Really? Really? Okay. Before we step off... This guy's voice is going to change all the time. I'm so sorry. Before we step off, our lovely front ensemble is going to show you what they've been working on back behind the Porta-Johns.
Don't pretend like you think that highly of us.
Hello, glasses girl. I may have a thing about glasses girls, just saying. Pit, do your thing. Sorry, I got very distracted by her. Sorry. Pop-Tart may have competition here. The mallet percussion instruments aren't together at all. But maybe that's how it's supposed to sound? Okay, I'm very distracted by her. I said the salute is way too predictable, so we're shaking things up this year. Oh, what? No, don't take away the salute. Instead of saluting when the announcer says, Drum Major Smazet, is your band ready? You're going to turn your back on the judges and start conducting immediately. Because screw those guys! I mean, it's cool, but I actually prefer the salute. The salute's way cooler.
Let's go!
Butts off our horses. Let's go. We're burning daylight, moonlight, whatever. Aha, there's my megaphone. I'll read off the introduction to kick off the show. I've always wanted to do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the Blue Mountain High School Marching Band, presenting their 2020 field show, The Planets. Selections include Mars, Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter from the Planet Suite, composed by Gustav Holst and arranged by Victor Wiley. The band is under the direction of Victor Wiley. The drill was written by Victor Wiley.
They're not gonna go into all of that. Yeah, exactly. I think Mr. Wiley's getting a little ahead of himself with all this narration. Marion the pit captain is staring at me intently for the count-off. I should be ready too. I have a bow in my hair. I ascend the podium and brace myself as Mr. Wiley finishes rattling off all the names of the section leaders and soloists.
Let's go!
Drum Major Smazet, is your band ready? Here we go. Our first run-through of the show. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just look at that fire. Look at that pure, unadulterated defiance. I love it, Smazet. I suppress a smile and stay focused. The music builds slowly. They've got a slow build show. The woodwinds and brass are marching in two regimented blocks on opposite sides of the field, like two armies marching towards each other for battle. A chill goes up my spine as the show comes to life under the field lights for the first time. Always good under floodlights. It's like amazing. By the way, music in the background, really cool. Really cool they've actually got that as the backing tune. The two halves of the band collide with each other and merge into a jagged, chaotic shape. Wow, they sound incredible, like a professional wind band. Everyone comes out to halt at the peak of the crescendo and flags twirl in the air. I give a cut-off. And just like that, it's over. That's the end of everything we've learned so far. Okay, so they have only learned part of it so far. Earlier dialogue made me think, God, they learned the whole show? Which would have been impossible. Impressive. No, not impossible, just very improbable. It wasn't even a minute long, but it's the beginning of something epic. Hey, a minute's a minute. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We are going to beat the snot out of those other bands this year. Yeah, literally. Like, beat them up real good. Before we turn in for the night, it's time for Smazet to announce who won section of the day. Whoever wins gets to hold on to the trophy I dug out of the bowels of the band room. We won it in the last competition we beat the troopers back in... He squints at the dusty little plaque on the base of the trophy. 1999! Oh my gosh. Who should I give the section of the day award to? The trumpets, the trombones, or the clarinets who held a sectional today? Look, I absolutely don't like Clark, but they did hold a sectional, and he doesn't have his shirt off. I do not like Peter. I suppose I don't like him, but if I've got to be fair, like, it's got to be the clarinets. Yeah, this section on day one, exactly.
Yes!
The band burst into applause. Clark steps forward and accepts the trophy with grace. His clarinet section is all smiles. I think I made a great choice. I got one more thing for you all tonight, rookies. You're going to love this. He races off to the utility shed. They have a utility shed? Asking the wrong questions here, Smaz. He races off to the utility shed and comes back holding a bundle of grey fur. No way, is that a raccoon? I don't know, I think raccoons are kind of cute, actually. That's a weird-looking cat.
Are you kidding me?
Bandit. Her name is Bandit. Is it legal to own a raccoon as a pet? You're right, Samuel. It should be illegal to be this cute. Like the rest of her kind, Bandit is a kleptomaniac, so keep an eye on your valuables. Hey, what's she chewing on? Is that one of her wind chimes? See, what did I tell you? Well, kids, that's all for tonight. Go get Go to the ready. That tripped me up for some reason. Go to the ready. Everyone spreads their legs at shoulder width, lets their arms fall to the sides, and bows their heads. We stand quietly waiting for the signal. Some of the freshmen glance around in wonderment before following suit. Okay. We all snap to attention on the final B, our chins high and our eyes blazing with pride. After an electric moment, Mr. Wiley grins back at us.
Congratulations!
On a productive first day of camp. Blue Mountain, be sure to get plenty of rest tonight. And your own rooms. Absolutely no gentlemen in the ladies' rooms and vice versa. And don't forget we're on the 10 o'clock curfew. Yeah.
What a day! Night!
Ugh. Good night. I put on my PJs, turn off the lights, and climb into bed. As I'm falling asleep, I reflect upon the day's events. I sure encountered a lot of faces, some new and some old. I'm looking forward to all the new relationships and memories this year will bring. Just like Mr. Wiley said, things are going to change. So that was day 1 of Bandcamp Boyfriend, and that is where I will leave this from playing the demo. The game is still currently in development as of the time of recording, and is due to be released in spring 2023. I was just playing this for fun, because I wanted to see a marching band game, and it was Valentine's Day. It just felt like the perfect opportunity for me to play this. So check it out, I'll leave the link in the description. This is by Lovebird Games, and I'll see you sometime whenever. Bye.